Now it's my pleasure to recognize the distinguished ranking member of the full committee, the gentleman from Ohio, Mr. Jordan, for his opening statement.
Thank you, thank you, Madam Chair. I look forward to today's hearing on facial recognition technology. I'm hopeful we can approach this issue in a truly bipartisan manner, as has been mentioned by some previous statements. Last Congress, we worked closely with our colleague, the late Chairman Elijah Cummings, on this very issue. While we had many vigorous debates on a variety of issues, facial recognition technology was one issue where we shared common ground. So much so that we held 3 bipartisan hearings in the Oversight Committee on this technology. In those hearings, we learned many important facts about facial recognition technology. There are serious First Amendment and Fourth Amendment concerns about the use of FRT by law enforcement. There are also due process concerns about how law enforcement uses this technology. We learned, for example, that over 20 states, departments of motor vehicles have handed over their driver's license data to the FBI. No American citizen gave their consent to have their data and images turned over to the FBI. No elected official ever voted to allow this to happen. Every American should be troubled by this. I know I am, and I hope my colleagues on this committee are as well. Almost 2 weeks ago, the GAO issued a new report about how federal law enforcement uses FRT. This report makes clear that the federal law enforcement agencies using facial recognition technology haven't even assessed the risk when using this technology. If they haven't even assessed the risk, they certainly aren't taking them into consideration when they're using the technology. GAO surveyed federal law enforcement agencies on their use of facial recognition technology. 14 agencies that reported using the technology to support criminal investigations also reported using systems owned by non-federal entities. Only one agency had awareness of what non-federal systems are used by its employees. In other words, not only are federal law enforcement agencies not assessing the risk of using facial recognition technology, most don't even know which systems their employees are using. I imagine it's difficult for a federal agency to assess the risk of using a system if it doesn't even know which system it is using. I look forward to learning more from GAO on this recent report and our other witnesses on the path forward. With that, Madam Chair, I yield back.